looking forward to it all week. The Trojans ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Gonna run it. It's Shabara. He's gonna lose a yard on that one. All right, guys, let's talk Iowa. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
The Hawkeyes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Shabara. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide.
Oh, there's the ball! I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Handoff from the shotgun. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down.
stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. They'll try to pass their way in, and he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction.
And he walks in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Punts it out of the air. Still on his feet at the 45. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Trojans are on the move. Back to pass, it's Golden. Got his man on the right. Finds a crease at the 20. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Got a man. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Just keeps slinging it. Caught behind the line. It's Kendricks. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Fires to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard game.
Breaks into the open. Across the 40, outbound at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the right. That's caught. It's Coffee. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Hawkeyes looking to convert on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Hunt is on its way. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Buying some time as he moves left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Golden. Here's the pressure. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Trojans will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A low line drive and not his best work. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
He's going for the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Iowa!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quick handoff. Makes it past the marker. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking for space. It's Kendricks. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to get the corner.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Golden. Spits it out to the back. It's on target and complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Diggs. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot, just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Trojans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Just 3 points on 3 previous red zone trips. The idea is to punch it in this time. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Duke. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it for a big play. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The snap sets up to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. You see this kicker not only needing to generate power, but lining it up from the left hash, a 59-yard try coming. That is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Trying to beat the D deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Hawkeyes will boot away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. Quarterback running on the draw. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
So now it's second and long. To throw, it's Golden. Quarterback adapting. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Moving out to the right. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be fourth down.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
And they're going to try to convert on fourth down. 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to run it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves in.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. A first down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second and goal coming up. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, and he missed it. No good. But there is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this one. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It is so hard to stop a drive when you force a field goal. Force the field goal. Don't give them another first down. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Looking to throw, it's Golden. Tight end finds a soft spot. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds space on the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for him.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Plows through the defense. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. That's a good spot on the field to go for it. Really, everything to gain and not much to lose.
Yeah, and most coaches discuss or know pregame warm-ups how far their kickers can kick it. Do I have a boot to even consider this? But I think you want to stay aggressive regardless and go try to get extra points.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Dropping back, it's Golden. Here's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Got it in the middle, it's Hussein. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. They've built a cushion, they've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Reads it, fires complete. Touchdown, USC! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
They'll go for two here and try to climb within a field goal late. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Wants to go up top on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it on the counter. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
This guy's been running hard all game long. In the fourth quarter now with that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play. It's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
The Hawkeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll run the sneak for it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Oh, and averts disaster by falling on his own fumble. Good presence of mind by the quarterback there to not panic when the ball went on the ground and able to get it back.
I would just like to see better ball security, Reese, from the quarterback, too. You know, you got to keep two hands on the ball at all times. It doesn't matter. You're looking downfield. You know you're going to have guys around you trying to swat away at the football. Got to keep 2 points of pressure at minimum on that ball, and the quarterback lucky to fall on that one.
And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now on the option. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Scanning the field, it's Golden. Flushed out of the pocket. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Intercepted, and the defense is set him up.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. As they come to the line on 2nd down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Pocket breaking down. Grab near the marker. It's Shabera. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. Timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They want to throw it. Looking for the score! Touchdown, Hawkeye! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Golden. Grabbed in the middle, it's Kendricks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. DB's right up on the receivers. Gonna sling it on second down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They can't stop the clock, and the defense really can't do anything about this, David.
Nah, great spot to be in for the offense. They know.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out, but if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
With the clock running, this should be the final play.
42, Spider.
Even with this lead, they'll throw again. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and